A light shines in the darkness, and the darkness does not overwhelm the light. Peace breaks through all our conflict and our strife. Water flows again in the desert, a stream of water bringing long dormant plants to life. And God so loved the world that God trusted us to receive the Christ child, tiny and perfect and totally dependent on us. We light the candles this morning in joy and thanksgiving. Christ has come to dwell among us, and we are changed for good. Join me in saying, "Welcome, Light of Christ."
Merry Christmas, Church. Emmanuel is God with us all the time. So good morning or good afternoon or good evening to you on this special Christmas Day worship service. Welcome to this online space as you settle in. Welcome to all people watching this from home or on a plane or on a bus or in the car, but hopefully you're not driving. Wherever you are on life's journey, whatever brought you here, you are welcome here. Do whatever you can to make this space that you're in feel sacred. Maybe it means lighting a candle, burning some incense, or snuggling up with loved ones to take a break from all the busy. Christ is here among us, and we are delighted to celebrate that with you. I invite you to share the peace of Christ or the peace of Emmanuel at this time. If you are with anyone, one person or with a group of people, say one thing about them that you're thankful for. Or if you're alone, I invite you to place your hand on your heart and say aloud one thing you're thankful to your body for. So, may the peace of Christ be with you and also with you. Let us share that peace with one another.
This will be a sign. This will be a sign, it's true. This will be a sign for you, a baby. Long ago was a fold in the country. Shepherds tend to the lamb most humbly. Hard work, feet hurt, but regardless, keeping watch over flocks in darkness. Suddenly comes a loud proclamation, bringing word of newborn salvation. Good news, great joy, quite a sight, and heaven's host lit the skylight lightning. Angels said, kids, do not be frightened. This will be a sign. This will be a sign, it's true. This will be a sign for you, a baby. This will be a sign. This will be a sign, it's true. This will be a sign for you, a baby. Something's new, coming soon, says the gospel. Last first bound freed, still the hostile. Stranger and the outcast join the banquet. Get your grits, couple yams and cornbread. Listen up, share the cup, pay attention. Setting up for the great redemption. Love preps for the grand emergence. Throws favor on the lowly servant. Claiming grace like a huge insurgent. This will be a sign. This will be a sign, it's true. This will be a sign for you, a baby. This will be be a sign. This will be a sign, it's true. This will be a sign for you, a baby. God knows that the odds are ugly, like a seed in the wind or roughly bits of bread for 1,000 hungry. If it's real, a surprise discovery. Believe that can be peace. Believe there can be peace on earth. Believe there can be peace on earth, and make it. Believe there can be peace. Believe there can be peace on earth. Believe there can be peace on earth, and make it. This will be a sign. This will be a sign, it's true. This will be a sign for you, a baby. This will be a sign. This will be a sign, it's true. This will be a sign for you, a baby. A baby. A baby. A baby.
Well, hello there, beautiful church. I'm sitting here by our fireplace with stockings all hung by the chimney with care. I have on my new to me ugly Christmas sweater that I hope is bringing you as much joy and jingle as it is to me. So each of these stockings behind me has been in our family a long time, and each one has their own story to tell. I'm not going to tell them today, but you can see that some of them are pretty old indeed. This one is Carmen's, and it used to belong to her Tia Carmen till she gave it to her. And this is Carmen's dad's, Peter's, my husband. They go all the way back to the 1970s when their Aunt Corky cross-stitched them. Maybe you have something precious like that in your family. Stockings are one of my favorite parts of Christmas. I remember coming downstairs on Christmas morning as a young child, feeling almost unbearable excitement to see how fat and bumpy my stocking had become overnight. I wasn't allowed to go through my stocking until everybody was awake, but I could take the candy cane out of the top and eat it while I waited impatiently for hours till everybody else woke up and got their coffee. It was tradition in my family to go through our stockings before we open larger presents. Probably you do the same. But in my family, this always takes a long time because in our family, Santa wraps up almost every single thing inside the stocking individually. And we take turns watching each other pull the next thing out of the stocking and carefully open it, taking turns. Some of the presents are practical. Some are just lovely, and lots of them are very silly. Whoopee cushions or mysterious kitchen tools or weird looking things that nobody knows what to do with, so we use our imaginations. We make up jokes that have us all rolling on the floor with laughter, jokes that come up again and again in our life together. Even in hard times and sad times, like the Christmas I was sick with cancer when my kids were very young, or our first Christmas in California when everything felt so different, opening our stockings was a sacrament that made us all feel safe and happy and carefree. It's amazing how something that seems so small, it seems like Santa must have just picked it up from Daiso, the Japanese dollar store, and the jokes that small thing can light up can glue our family together for a whole year to follow and beyond. Now our stockings are empty right now because I'm making this video before Christmas Day. Who even knows what's going to end up in them? I'm going to have to be patient. Maybe you know how the tradition of Christmas stockings got started. It didn't start with the birth of Jesus, though we know we're celebrating his birthday today because he got gifts of gold and frankincense and myrrh from the wise ones. And we're all Jesus and we're all wise ones, so we give each other gifts. But about 300 years after Jesus' first birthday, there was a man named Nicholas. He was a minister like me or Reverend Kelly or Reverend Hannah in the Church of Jesus. You know him by another name, Santa, which means saint, because that is what he became. And here's how it happened. St. Nicholas loved people, and he loved children and teenagers best of all. In those days, there were many poor people, just as there are today. And in St. Nicholas's city, there was a particular family who was very poor, a father and his 3 teenage daughters. They were so poor that the daughters were about to go into slavery. They were going to have to work for free for the rest of their lives, give up their freedom and any joy in life just so they could eat. St. Nicholas knew he had to do something about it. His own family had a lot of money, and his parents had died of old age and left it to him. So he decided to give it all away here and there, just like Jesus had suggested we could. So one night when all was dark and quiet, he took some gold and he threw it through the window of the house of the 3 poor teenagers. They had hung up their newly washed socks by the fire to dry because dryers hadn't been invented yet, and the gold fell right into their socks. The girls, when they woke up in the morning, found it and rejoiced. Their lives had been saved. St. Nicholas, or Santa, went on to do many other life-saving acts, especially for children and people who were poor. He didn't just do it at Christmas, he did it all year round, and so he does until this day, though we usually just hear from him at Christmas. And of course, Santa has many helpers all over the world, including you, if you choose to be one. Because this is how Christmas becomes real. This is how an empty stocking becomes filled. When we show love for children, for poor people, and those who are poor in spirit. I don't think it's a good idea to go around throwing things in people's windows. They might get the wrong idea. But there are 1,000 safe and beautiful ways to carry the spirit of Santa and the spirit of Jesus forward. It might be as easy as taking a trip to the dollar store to buy something silly or sweet for someone who needs a laugh, or rummaging through your cabinets to cook up something weird and wonderful to share with someone who's lonely. It might be that you are the one who's poor in spirit today, waiting by your empty stocking and feeling a little bit forgotten. I want to remind you that empty is not bad. Empty is a symbol of possibility. Empty means there is room to grow, room to be filled. Inside of everything empty is a tiny seed of a miracle, naked to the human eye. If your soul is feeling a little deflated this morning, a little like an old gym sock, let the songs we are singing, let the prayers we are praying, apart but still together, let those water your soul. Then let that Santa seed come alive in you. Text someone you love a dumb knock-knock joke. Bake something yummy and leave it on your neighbor's porch. Be sneaky like St. Nicholas. Put your craziest socks on one at a time and realize they're not empty anymore because they're full of beautiful you. And take yourself for a walk, smiling at everyone. Yes, everyone. Maybe even hand out some candy canes, which are sweet little shepherd's crooks, if you didn't notice. Try it. then come back and tell me what happened. I really want to know.
Hi, church. Andy and I are here to lead you in a Christmas morning prayer. Holy God, we thank you for this new morning and for all the things that are new in this world. We thank you for new hope and new possibility, new light and new love. And we ask you on this Christmas day to be present in all the places that we need you. Be present as healer to all those people who are sick or suffering. Be present as the Prince of Peace in all those places where there is conflict. Be present as our leader, as the King of Kings in all the places where we are struggling to make good decisions together. Be present in our own hearts. Make us generous so that every gift we have received, we pass on to others. Every gift you have given us to offer to the world, we are ready to open our hands and to offer it in the name of your love. We ask you to help us recognize every vulnerable person who comes into our midst and to take care of them in the name of that baby Jesus who needed everything and who gave us everything. Amen.
Hi, church, I'm back, and I'm here with Freddie, who has her own Christmas joy on and her own candy cane. Does she want to eat it? She's feeling shy today. Be blessed. Let's raise our hands in blessing over one another. Jesus started the spirit of Christmas. Santa made it go viral. It's up to you and I to sustain it, and we can do it for a whole year. A year of Christmas starting today. Merry Christmas, beloved church. Love you.